If you have been playing Dragon Ball gacha games long enough, then you know that what I'm about to tell you is so fundamental to the very core essence of reality that the Dragon Ball space cannot exist without this fact. And that is, UI Goku must always be leaked in some way. And that has happened once again. Ladies and gentlemen, UI Goku for part 2 has been leaked in Dokkan. So we're gonna go ahead and discuss when this happened, how this happened, and we're gonna take a look at what was shown. This is not a spoiler. Actually, there is one spoiler that I will be mentioning in terms of one of the arts and where its reference comes from. So I will give you guys a spoiler warning, but once again, I've been saying this before, we are going to be moving into a time in this game where manga spoilers cannot be avoided. So I am trying to give those of you manga or anime only people some time to prepare, but you know, I'm not going to be giving these warnings too much longer. UI Goku was leaked. Here it is. So this was a Reddit post made 5 hours ago. So this was done early in the morning. SSR, TUR, and the type of the new UI Goku plus Royal Blue Vegeta leak. So here are the images. You can no longer see this in game. This is a global only screw up because naturally, you know, global intern's a dummy. I don't know why this happened, but on my summon news page of the current Dokkan/Carnival banner, instead of the images for Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, there were images for the new UI Goku. Due to the color of the background, it is physical, I guess. So yeah, let's take a closer look here. So here are the two images. So if we zoom out for a second, you see that this is showing the Vegeta section of the Carnival page. So let me actually pull that up. I don't think you can see this on Dokkan Wiki. I don't know. Let's see. This page hasn't been getting updates lately, which is unfortunate. Yeah, so this is what it's supposed to look like, right? Like you have Vegeta here, and then you have Vegeta down here. You have a little bit about his info. Let me see if Dokkan Info potentially has it. Maybe, maybe not. I mean, there was an update to the page. Oh, this happened. You know what? This happened when everything was added for the last part of part 1. So we could have seen this last night on the stream because that was when they were doing their like daily news updates. So now let's go back and find the Dokkan Fest Carnival banner info. I don't know if this would even have it, but let's just check. Scroll down here. I'm sure some of y'all are looking in game. It's not going to be there. It's gone. But yeah, it's not here either. Okay, so here's what it is. SSR, UI Goku physical. TUR, UI Goku physical. Manga spoiler warning in 3, 2, 1. That's a shot of UI Goku uppercutting Moro, which is awesome. So we are starting to see more of that manga DNA seeping its way into the various elements of Dokkan. We've already seen it before, but it's happening a lot more now, which is good to see. You can also see that the medals required to Dokkan Awaken at the SSR level. You got the old UI Goku, you got the blue dudes, and then here is the other one where you go from the TUR to the LR. And since he's a Carnival, he doesn't require the new character or the new banner or the new event medal. You just have to get this one and this one. So there you go. That is your leak for the new UI. You couldn't interact with it in game or anything like that. It was just shown in the Vegeta section of the Carnival breakdown. Why did this happen? I don't know. Here's Harry Turney. He runs DokkanInfo.com. I don't understand how Dokkan can even mess up like this. They had to put the image over the Vegeta one with the same file name. It wasn't a new news post, otherwise I'd have it on the site. And it wasn't the same news post, just edited, just because if I check the post has a change, it will update on the site. So no one is really understanding how this could happen. And I'm going to go ahead and just kind of explain sort of what they did on the back end. Shout out to Proton for helping me understand this stuff. But even after he explained it, we just cannot figure out what they could have done. So chalk it up to, once again, you know, global dummies, Dokkan L, intern, you know, Dumbo, whatever. That's all it is. So here is what the image is supposed to be. These two images have the file name news_banner_gotcha_awakening_02050_a.png. Same file name for this one, only it's _b.png. So these two images are those are the file names for it. So on the page, they have those two names. For some reason, these two images simply replaced those two file names. And this, you don't have to understand this, but this is just like showing what happened on the back end. This is what it was. And in order to suppress the images, they had to like change the layout type. Still, I don't know why this specifically could have been targeted or altered in any way. When you are trying to change some daily information, it is beyond me why there would be any reason that they go in and change those specific things. The only thing that I can think of is potentially with the Vegeta passive issue, where like it is apparently running as intended, but we can all agree that the way that it is being explained in the passive is very misleading. So this could have potentially been something about maybe while they were changing the news, maybe the person was like, oh yeah, people were mad about Vegeta, right? Wait, what's going on with them? Let me go take a look. Let me just see what's going on, just for my own edification, right? So I'm gonna go click on here. I'm gonna take a look at that. Oops, my hand slipped. Oops. Oh no. Oh no, this image, it fell. Okay. Oh no, this slipped as well. Oh no. I think it'll be fine. It looks about the same. I think this looks about the same as this, right? I don't think it's that big a deal. I think this looks about the same as that. Not a big deal. That's my theory. That's what I think. He's got, what is that? Isn't there a thing called phantom hand disease or something? There's got to be something like that, right? Yeah, it was this. Alien hand syndrome, a rare neurological disorder where a limb, usually a hand, moves on its own without conscious control, making the patient feel estranged from their own body. Honestly, I know this is a pretty rare thing, but man, just real talk for a second, that must be so terrifying to experience something like that. But yeah, I mean, I got nothing. I got nothing. Nobody knows. Nobody knows what could have caused this. When I found out, I checked in game, it wasn't there. This was just a global only screw up. What does this mean in general? I mean, it doesn't have any implications on the game. All that it has done is just reveal that it's physical. Does that really change anything? No. But if you did make a prediction that this character was going to be anything other than physical, you're wrong, because he will be physical. This does, however, mean, as a person who is Team Additional and Team Dodge, I'm going to probably feel more satisfied about running this character's hidden potential, because I'm not going to have to worry about the extra 5, base 5, being placed on crit. I'm not going to turn this into something like that where we discuss all that, but I'll just throw it out there. That's one thing I don't like about the hidden potential system. I like that you can customize the character how you want, giving it more dodge, giving it more additional, giving it more crit. But on a character that has like guaranteed crit, but if the unit is STR, you've essentially wasted a 5, which is essentially a 10% on that critical. So I wish that there would be a way for us to be able to alter that. But seeing this as physical does instill me with some excitement about that. I will say at first, before I knew everything about what was going on, and before I even saw the LR, I only saw the TUR, I thought to myself, wait a second, we have a UI Goku physical that is free to play. Was the free to play UI Goku leaked? That was my first question. Obviously, it was quickly resolved because I was like, dummy, they've already got this guy at Dokkan Awakened, so that's not possible. Then I was like, wait, what if it's another version? But then I realized this is a summonable one. And then I noticed the Moro thing. They're not going to be wasting something like this on a free-to-play unit. They are not going to waste this pose on a free-to-play Goku. No way. Anyway, it's fixed now, so pretend it didn't happen. But yeah, once again, let's laugh at Dokkan because a bunch of dummies. And I get to actually use this meme in a reasonable way. Compensation. Will there be any? No. They shadow fixed it. They are not going to mention it. There will be no fix. There will be no compensation. So don't even think about it. But speaking of compensation and fixing and stuff like that, they did make a few changes. So I want to just quickly include that in the video because this isn't worth making a separate video for. So if we go to other system, challenge issue with the challenge event, what did they do here? There was an issue here with the Awakening Supreme Demon King. So they fixed it where phase 3, you take 0 from a normal attack, would prevent players from whatever. Okay, so you got 1 Dragon Stone from this. And then also, there was an issue with Majin Ku and Majin... Oh, okay. Just Majin Ku. For some reason, he was not on Dragon Ball Seekers. So he was not getting the full effect of the Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku's leader skill. Now he has. And you get 1 Dragon Stone. So free stones and global intern Dumbo. What more could you ask for? Also, by the way, they have requested, and I think you guys should register your Bandai Namco ID for 2-factor authentication just to be safe. Maybe this is being said because there's some security issues recently. So just to be on the safe side, make sure you guys do that. This has nothing to do with like backing up your account, but this does affect website-based transactions. If you win something they want to send you some stuff, the Bandy Namki ID will help you with that. So there you go. Those are your extra bits of news. But most importantly, Dokkan dumb, and we love to see it. Physical UI Goku. Wait a minute. You know what? Physical UI Goku. It's not... Actually, is that what we needed in terms of typings? We got AGL. We got int down pat. We got tech. STR. But yeah, I mean, you know what? Physical. I'll take that. I'll take that. So this was our leading physical unit. So with this guy joining the fray, that takes care of that. The only questionable type now, no, there's still a lot of question marks. I'm not gonna pretend. But okay, yeah, it being physical does make me feel good about like running full types on a team. Anyway, I'm done now. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like down below. Let in the comments your thoughts on the new Dokkan screw up on a scale of 1 to 10 compared to the previous mess ups. I really wish someone would document every single screw up, like time, day, like everything. I wish we had a resource like that. Like a legal precedent handbook that just continues to expand. Someone should do that. Someone should just go through every single news break that's ever happened over the 10 years and document everything. But let me know your thoughts on this leak. How funny is it to you? Do you care? Where would you rank this among the screw ups in Dokkan history? Does it really matter? Are you surprised that Toon was able to make a 12-minute video out of something very minor? Let me know your thoughts overall in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more Dokkan content in the future and click the notification bell so that you YouTube know you're going to see more. Thanks again. Stay tuned and remember to Dokkan responsibly.